What is up, handsome gamers? Railerik here, and today I am finally making my jungle guide for Nidalee. Basically just the full first clear and showing you guys in detail how to do it and how to take the least amount of damage. So I don't, pretend to be the best at doing this. I've only had a few weeks of practice on this start, but I think that you don't need to be perfect at doing it in order to kind of get healthy at the end of your clear. So first of all, you're going to start with Hunter's Talisman and start with your W and try to rush as early as possible to the wolves, where you're going to be starting with traps on the ground. So the goal here is to place one trap on each of the wolves in order for basically for the wolves to proc them as soon as they spawn. So 3 here for the wolves. Now, when you get to the blue buff, you're also going to be placing 2 here for when the blue buff spawns. So you'll place 1 here in the middle of the bush. These ones, they don't really matter as much, honestly. It's just about having some here for when you do that blue buff. Make sure that you don't place it too close from the blue or else it'll proc it. So here in the middle of the bush, here a little bit higher is perfect. And also another one that I'll do is I'll place 1 around here. This is the most difficult one to place and to not miss, is just right here, so a little bit further down to make sure that it doesn't proc on the first time, but you'll proc it afterwards. So as soon as they spawn, you jump on them, you're smiting, and you'll jump again and again. Now you want to walk over the one that you placed here, attack this little wolf here. It'll reset once, reset twice because you're killing the monster at the same time, and then you can basically just auto attack and use a potion to start that. And we're going to spear the blue buff, jump on the small ones, and then we can proc it if we want. Spear, we're going to get it to walk over that, and then we can do a couple of procs here. There we go. And make sure to kite it around with your spears, by the way, when you're going around. So you kite it with your spears. Doesn't matter if you take a bit of damage early. Make sure to place your traps over the blue as well, as I'm doing right here. And then you can basically just do that like that. So I know it might seem a little complicated, but the goal here is really just to kite the monsters. And here again, I place my W right under it, so I get to actually block it 3 times in a row. First with my spear, second with my W, and with a spear once again. I usually smite this gromp if it takes me a long time to do my wolf and blue, like I did right there. And I'll head towards the wraiths. What you'll do here is you'll spear full range on the wraith in order to be able to do the maximum damage. Jump on it, jump again, and then basically E. Go back in human form, heal yourself, spear, and reset once again. So I know this goes very quickly, but it's all about basically using your spears to reset and make sure that you get back in human form. What I see a lot of Nidalee players do is they'll stay in cougar form the entire time, just try to auto attack. To maximize your output of damage and your time, you want to get back as soon as you use all 3 of your abilities in cougar form. You got about 4 seconds to get back in human form, heal yourself, place a trap on top of the big monster, spear, which will reset your ult actually, and then you can get back in cougar form and do the maximum amount of damage. Another trick that you can do is you can place a small trap on the small minion and then actually spear the big one. This will allow you to actually reset your jump twice as much. There you go. And same thing again here. So you're going to notice every time that I get all my cooldowns in cougar form, I will get back in human form and just kind of use my abilities, heal myself. By the way, this is not a fast clear. I was talking and trying to explain to you guys. And there you go. So you can get level 4 throughout that clear and pretty healthy. And also, I still have 2 potions left, so I could heal myself, and then I'd be ready to gank with that HP. Or I would actually go back if there's no opportunity for gank. I'll just go back right away and purchase my Stalker's Blade and get that extra 30 experience for the next clear. And usually when you finish your first clear, you go back and purchase your Stalker's Blade. You'll actually be able to go right ahead and start again with the Gromp, Wolf, Wraith, and Golem. They usually will respawn in that amount of time. So it's a really good start, and you'll be very fast. You can get level 6 with this clear. So notice how I actually spent a lot of time talking in this video, and I stop at my Wraith. I'm still, level 4 by 4 minutes 30 seconds or something like that. So again, just use your traps as much as you can around the jungle to reset your jump. And it's all about being very effective with your spears as well. You'll notice in my videos I always walk around and try to give myself an angle to spear the bigger one. So when I walk here, I'll usually walk right here, give myself an angle, spear, there you go, take a lot of its HP away, and then as soon as I have all my cooldowns, I'll put down a trap, use a spear again, get back in Cougar form. And there you go. I know it takes a lot of practice, so what I recommend to you guys is you go in a custom game like I am right now and practice your early clear on Nidalee, because it really will help you to get the hang of it. And if you're able to do what I'm doing right now and go around and just double clear the jungle without taking too much damage, then you're probably going to be good to go in solo queue. And again, as you can see here, the spawn times are perfect. So when you go back, you'll have another full clear. Now this is, you know, keep in mind this is without even ganking or doing anything or warding. So usually you'll be doing all of these things when you're playing in a real game. But there we go. So we got level 5, almost level 6 by 6 minutes, which is pretty decent. If you go ahead and gank and get a kill or something, usually you'll get even higher level than that. So good luck in your games, guys. I will post the runes and masteries in the description below to help you guys. I'm running AD in my marks, and that's pretty much the only specification that's, you know, kind of specific to Nidalee. You've got MR, and you can all go MR in blues or CDR or even flat AP if you want. It all depends on what you're looking for. I personally use CDR, as you can see here, in my blues on top of using the CDR masteries. So that kind of helps with early clear, I personally think, with almost 15% CDR in the early game. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any specific questions, make sure to ask them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.